Hello, Libra, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today. This looks at your journey this week, and I'm using the Druid Craft deck, a little different deck than last week. Okay, energy for you this week, we have the Chirunos. Now, this energy is one of those big power, big responsibility energy, meaning it's this raw energy that's available to you, and it's very important that you direct it in the correct channel. Okay, this channel can, for example, this card can manifest sometimes as being a very passionate, all-consuming love affair, or it can be one that is driven by the wrong intentions. Okay, so it might feel kind of the same, but you have to watch where it's coming from. There's also a strong masculine energy with this card. You know, we see the horns, we see a lot of him is very masculine, right? But his right arm is bigger muscularly than his left, and the right side of the body, especially the right arm, you know, my ability to do in the future, that is connected with our masculine side. So, you know, this is about the energy of being strong, of being direct, of being very clear with how we are directing energy rather than just passively receiving it. Okay, let's look at the beneficial energy for you this week. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is really fascinating because this is the energy that will help push you forward. And this is, you know, when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. When it's time to move on, it's time to move on. All right. You have gotten to a very, let me say this differently. There's been a lot of growth and development on your part, and you're at a stage where you're ready to go to that next stage, but there has to be a cutting off of something, whether it's an attachment or dependency or maybe even just an old energy that you need to let go of in order to get yourself to that new energy. And so Libra, the challenge for you this week is being very aware and very cognizant of where you're directing that focus, where you're directing that energy, because this kind of psychic energy that's with you right now is so powerful and so strong that how you're turning the horse's head will make all the difference in the world. So if I just follow that metaphor for a while, and let's pretend you're driving a horse-drawn carriage, if you turn that carriage down a dangerous road or, you know, off the side of a cliff, it will go there because that's how strong your leadership is right now. If you go to safer ground or you go to higher ground, then that carriage will go there as well. Let's look at the energy that is working against you. Seven of Swords, so mental energy. Fascinating that we have sevens on either side. So we have a 6 in the middle, and then we have 7 on either side. 7 here, 7 there. So the good 7, the non-productive 7, being lost in your overanalyzing. Understanding that it's time for cutting off. You see all these swords, but being unable to make it happen because of the going back and forth. Like, I'm not sure if I should, or I don't know if I can, or maybe it's not the right thing. It's just not time to do the back and forth, Libra, because you already know which way you need to go. What's interesting here is the cutting instrument is a sickle, which is a half moon. And the sickle is being held in the right arm. It's backwards because the camera is also flipping at one, but this is actually the right arm. And it's held in that masculine arm. And so the masculine is saying, okay, cut off, we're done, put down that boundary, here we go. Okay, a lot of theme of the masculine energy helping you grow, Libra. Really, really, really fascinating. Okay, let's get a few more cards, see if we can expand this a bit more. 3 of Wands, all right, and 3 of Swords, doubles again, and this being 3 plus 3 is 6, and our Charunos in the middle was 6. It's not happenstance that my guides are playing with numbers here. They've been playing with numbers with me all week. So I have to pay attention to this so I can give you the best message. I believe this is the choice. Okay, and let's look at, again, where the masculine is sitting and where the feminine is sitting on this card. So we've got the feminine on this side, the masculine on this side. Feminine is correlating with this 3 of Swords. It's also in front of this 7 of Swords. And then the masculine, green again. Look at all the green of these cards, that beautiful heart energy. The masculine figures on this side. Okay, masculine is looking forward. The feminine wants to look back. And that's why this energy is so strong, because the desire to do both is equally strong, and it's causing this tension in you that tension is one way to express a lot of energy, right? So sometimes bursts of energy can be in one way, but tension also creates energy, right? In fact, the tenser it is, the more potential energy is there. So your feminine side is going to try to engage you in emotions, in regrets, in looking back, in worrying about, am I doing the right thing by cutting this off? Am I doing the right thing by stepping forward? And yet your masculine side is already focused on the future, is already focused on creating something new. So what we've got to do here is talk to your feminine side and say, this isn't loss, this is growth. This isn't me cutting myself off to lose out or to be completely thrown out of the situation. This is that I'm honoring my growth. And that's really the message of this card. In fact, in the deck I usually use, the 7 of Pentacles is called growth. So your masculine this week is actually, it's funny because usually it's backwards. Your masculine is all about growth. But in that masculine, we also have strength. We have groundedness. We have the ability to be focused in one direction without looking back or getting distracted either side. It's also got the emotions under control. And for you, Libra, the emotions are going to be less likely to erupt in outbursts, but they're going to kind of go back up into your thoughts, into your mind. And this is the final few days of Mercury retrograde in Libra. Mercury rules the thoughts. So it's very easy to see why this is happening. But we need to be looking past the end of Mercury retrograde, past the end of the thoughts going backwards, and into your future where you're moving forward because of how far you have grown and what point you have grown to. All right, I'm going to get you one more card. Kind of fun when they tell me to get more. 8 of Pentacles. So another Pentacles. And in addition to this one. Okay, so very simply, just keep your head down, do the work. Stay out of your emotions. Keep yourself busy with tasks or with projects that command your full attention, that command your focus. Anything you can do that requires focus and concentration, because when you don't have those kind of projects, your mind is going other places, and it's going to want to go to these, what have I done? Have I done the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? So focus and concentration, that's going to be what helps you this week. All right, Libra, thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. I really look forward to seeing you next week right here. And if you would like to learn, if you are one of these people who's ready to go deeper, who wants to go into the highest version of your own being, please check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. I love sharing this information, but I am specifically looking for those who want to go deeper and who are ready to get to their next level. So if that's you, give it a look and let me know if I can answer any questions. Look forward to seeing you next time.